Welcome to 411carline.com. You can find us at 411carline.com. The free Carfax on all of our vehicles is available on the website by going to 411carline.com and clicking on the Carfax icon next to the vehicle. It'll say Carfax Advantage Dealer or Carfax One Owner. You can give us a call to set up an appointment, 952-540-9000. Also, to ask any questions, 952-540-9000. We are by appointment, 10:30 to 6 Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 3 on Saturdays. Please call ahead for an appointment. All of our vehicles are inspected by third-party mechanic shops prior to being put online. You're welcome to have it inspected prior to buying as well. Just ask us about our policy on that. Lastly, aftermarket warranties are available on all vehicles. They are an additional cost. Ask us about that when you come in. Otherwise, it'll be stapled to the Carfax when you come to see and drive the car. This is a 2006 Audi A4 convertible. Pretty rare car. This 2006 model year was a one-off year. It had the 1.8 turbo, which is arguably one of the best Audi motors, Audi Volkswagen motors to date, in my experience. I'll go around and show you the overall condition, interior, exterior, engine bay, underside. This wasn't so much a feature benefit video, but I will show you some features. So the headlights are pretty clear for an Audi, and actually all the seams match pretty well too, which I was noticing when I was taking photos. A lot of times the bumper seams and stuff don't match very well. This one looks pretty good. Front bumper does have some bug stuff on it, like they hit some bugs and didn't clean it off right away, so normal for 105,000 miles. Pretty affordable convertible. You can see that headlight's nice and clean. Hood is pretty clean as well. There's a couple small little dings you can see on the front here. The other ones are kind of hard to see in this lighting, but you can see a little tiny one there. So paint's in pretty good condition for a 2006. And like I said, for 105,000 miles, it has some of the things that you would expect, like a little scuff here and there. It's not perfect by any means. Excuse me. So, wheels are super nice. They do have a little bit of curb rash just because of the way that they stick out. It's got general all-season tires on it. The tread depth is excellent. You can see the tread depth here. I would say they're newer. They're definitely not brand new, but tread depth is really good. Fender's nice and clean here. The brushed aluminum is in pretty good condition as well. Sometimes that can get kind of worn. This one looks pretty good. Driver's door, driver's rocker. No rust anywhere on the body. I was looking underneath. It's a Minnesota vehicle, but it doesn't look like it's been driven in the winter. I can't prove that, of course, but the underside looks pretty clean. There's an S-line package, which is a trim package. See the tread depth on the tire here too. Nice tread depth yet. Let's see here. There are normal little scuffs here and there. You can see kind of one right there, little one right there, bumper scuff there. So. .8 turbo. Most of the 2006 models came with a 2.0, not necessarily the convertible, but the A4. And that 2.0 was definitely some R&D for a few years, research and development, because it wasn't the most reliable, unfortunately. The 1.8 is, though. It's a pretty good motor. This wheel's pretty clean. There's a couple little scuffs on this. These actually might. It just came back from detail and they buffed it, but I don't know, a couple of those might come out a little bit better than they did. It does have a little scratch right here on this fender, so some of that stuff might buff out a little bit better than it did. It's definitely not a brand new car, but cleaner than the average 2006 A4. Alright, I'll show you the interior here. Tan leather, dual power seats. Oops, left the key in it, so I left radio on, but interior is pretty nice. I would say that it's pretty clean for tan. Doesn't seem to have any major damages. Doesn't have the normal seat rips on the driver's seat that they usually have. The back seat there. Door panel. Does have the Bose stereo system. Does have an aftermarket head unit, which I'll show you when we get on the inside. Show you the underside here as best I can for being on the ground. There's a little puddle there. That's from me running the AC while I was taking photos. That's just condensation from the evaporator core. So no leaks. Yeah, looks pretty good underneath here. Decent trunk space for a convertible. I would say you could fit some golf clubs in there. Looks like it has a little ski hole too. You can fit longer items through there. So it's got the factory floor mats. Does have a slight stress fracture on the bumper right here too that I missed when I was walking around before. Deck lid looks pretty clean. Show you the underside on this side too. Looks pretty good for a Minnesota car. Like I said, it has Bose power windows, power mirrors, power locks. Has 2 keys with fobs and 1 extra key as well. 1 valet key. I'll show you the top condition. Top is pretty clean. It of course does have marks where it folds, as all convertible tops do. It has a glass rear window with defrost. Pretty nice. Alright, I'll hop in and start it up here. Turn the radio down. No lights on the dash, of course, other than the seatbelt light, which I'm going to put that on because otherwise it's going to start dinging at me again. Kind of annoying. $105,412 for miles. Timing belt has been done on this one as well. See how long it dings at me now. Does have a USB port in here. Not sure if the CD changer is connected to the head unit, but this has a touchscreen head unit. Pretty nice, has Bluetooth. Dual automatic climate control, which means you can control both zones. So I set it on 74, like, I don't know, I usually like it between 72 and 74. So I set it there, just hit the auto button, let it do what it does, let it figure out the temperature on its own. It's going to be the end of a Saturday, so I'm having trouble talking apparently, but yeah, it does have heated seats and they do work. Kind of nice when you're cruising around in the cooler times of year, like right now in the fall. Automatic transmission with, they used to call this Tiptronic. I'm going to put that back on because that's really annoying. They used to call this Tiptronic. You could put it in manual shift mode and you can shift it. Apparently you can't do it while you're stationary, but you can shift it manually, kind of like a sport mode. This one does have Homelink, which is the universal garage door opener. Also has electrochromatic mirror with compass. Cruise control. Steering wheel operated volume and speed controls. The Bluetooth controls are of course not going to be on the steering wheel. That was post 2006 when they started doing that. It does have the microphone for Bluetooth up here. Power windows all work as they should. And power mirrors work as they should. Alright, I suppose I will show you top operation here. So there's this little button right here. You just pull on that. It starts to roll down all the windows. Top flips up like that. You just keep holding this button up and the top keeps going. What happens when it's done, you see that will flip down. And then all the windows go down, or up, excuse me. And the handy thing about this is there's one switch here, puts all the windows back down. Kind of convenient. So I'll hop out now, show you with the top down as well as under the hood. Now this one does, you can see I was taking pictures, so it has the screen over here. This one does have the screen. That screen sits in the back right here, and it goes into these little holes on the sides. You can see it over there. And the screen goes right here so you don't get the wind effect from a convertible wind effect where the wind kind of swirls here. If you see people with longer hair sometimes in convertibles, if it doesn't have something like that, their hair will be blowing forward. So that little screen sits back here and stops that wind circulation. So really nice looking car, blue car, blue top. One of my favorite Audi colors, not that that matters, because obviously it's not my car, but sharp ride. Affordable convertible too. So my phone does pick up the small engine noise, so the valve train noise. These 1.8 liters are definitely more ticky than the average engine, but my phone picks up the ticking like more than the human ear. So just want to show you the engine bay here. Pretty clean, like I said. Looks like somebody probably did a alternator recently. My assumption would be they might have done a tensioner too, because that looks newer, but belt tensioner. Oh, and then the timing belt was done at 96,000, so it's not due again for another 90,000. Not due till 186, so that's the only periodic maintenance on this thing, or preventative maintenance that is necessary, other than oil changes and that sort of stuff. Other manufacturer recommended maintenance. So that's the 2006 Audi A4. See my license plate thing's kind of falling off. But if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call, 952-540-9000. I'll put the link to our website. If the car's still available, you can click on that link and it'll bring you to our website. So thank you very much for your time today. Have yourself a wonderful day.